Well, hello everyone, and welcome to my very first vlog! Hooray! Um, yeah, this is kind of awkward because I've never done one, and so it's probably just gonna be me rambling a hell of a lot and just saying whatever pops into my little random mind. Um, so I guess bear with me. Um, The first story, I guess, that pops into my mind was tonight. Okay, first I'll start off with I was at work doing a haircut. I am a cosmetologist, work in an awesome salon. Anyways, I was doing a haircut and I got to going with my scissors, and luckily I have fake nails on because my scissors clamped down on my nail, and if it hadn't been for my nail, I probably would have taken off like my whole finger. I kind of need this finger. And so I was looking for my nail buffer block when I got home from work, and I was searching everywhere, and I remember the last time I used it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this somewhere where I will not forget where it's at. Because I put it in a super awesome hiding place, right? Well, yeah, that super awesome hiding place, I can't remember where it's at because I was putting it in such a good spot. So I am looking everywhere, and I'm kind of ADD, so when I'm doing one thing, it takes me a really long time to complete any task because I get really sidetracked. For example, usually when I'm cleaning my room, I don't stick to doing one thing. I do one thing for a little bit, and then I move on, and I'm like reading a magazine because I found it. And then I'm like, oh, look at these earrings. They're cute. Let's try those on. And it's just so on, so on, so on. So I'm going looking for this nail buffer, and I cannot seem to find it. So I'm looking, and I come across this box of stuff. It's got like knitting. I started a scarf. It's got some weird pots and pans, some towels for the kitchen, my mannequin head from beauty school, and in there I find these shoes. Pretty awesome. They are blinging, super high, just sexy shoes, right? Every girl loves shoes. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I have been thinking I need to get a new pair of shoes for my awesome trip I am taking next month with my boyfriend, and I was like, I need some sexy shoes because we're gonna probably go out one night and I will want to look good. And I really was not wanting to spend money on shoes, even though I know I would really want them for the trip, because I'd rather save that money for my actual awesome trip. Crazy, right? Well, yeah, these shoes, they have an awesome story behind them. I found them and I started laughing because I hid them. That's why they were in the box. Because around here there is this thing called the rally. Every August, the Sturgis Myrtle Motorcycle Rally. I'm sure everyone's heard of it. And it's where you cram a shit ton of people into a really small ass town for a week. It's just like one big party. Booze everywhere, boobies, naked people. It's just like Vegas in a really small town, but motorcycle style. Anyways, so I went up there with my old roommate, who was my best friend, and love her to death. We got really, really wasted one night and decided we should go shopping after the bars closed down at 2 a.m. So we are walking around downtown Sturgis, going to the little tents they have set up. And they have like Affliction, and they have just like, you know, if you want to buy a biker vest or some chaps, or if you want to buy some slutty string outfit, they have those. If you want some booty shorts, they got that. They got pretty much anything you want. They got onesies for your baby, if you bring your baby to the rally. Whatever. So we're going around shopping, and we walk into this place, and we are just wasted. Don't ever go shopping when you're wasted, especially when there's bad stuff to buy that's hella way expensive. Because we walked out with a pair of shoes and slutty stripper tops. Mine had sequins on it. Hers was made of gold chains. We also let the sales lady and guy talk us into buying matching shoes for our outfits. So yes, these are stripper shoes probably, but they will go classy with a black dress. So, moral of the story, I will not have to be spending over $50 on shoes for my trip. Great. And I'm sitting here and if you're wondering, I am not Rudolph. I don't have enough foundation caked on, apparently, to cover my awesome suntan from First Day at the Lake. Yes, I'm from South Dakota. I don't really tan and lay in a tanning bed, so yes, I get awesome tan lines in the summer. Yeah, here I would really just love some freaking stability in our weather. No, we do not. Let me get a couple things straight about South Dakota. One, we have internet, obviously. So, two, that means we don't ride around on horses shooting bows and arrows at people. And shooting guns and playing, cowboys and whatever. No, we don't really do that. We drive cars, we have internet. The weather here, it sucks a majority of the time. Yeah, like, last week it was like 50 degrees, and then for like a week it was like you were dying of heat because it was so freaking humid, and then it was like almost 100 this weekend, and then today it's overcast and maybe 50 degrees outside, and it's not gonna get much warmer for like a week. It's just complete ups and downs, which explains why everyone here is so fucking bipolar. No offense if you're bipolar. I'm just saying, there are massive mood swings in everyone. There are days where you swear to God there is something in the air. Because people are just psychotic. Which, I guess when I think of psychotic, I think of the awesome people that are downtown. And we call them the downtown guys. They are the town drunks that just hang out downtown. And yeah, there's one who sparks my mind. He was the very first downtown guy I met. I was in beauty school, and we were outside, doing our thing, having our little social cigarette, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, Mom and Dad. Anyways, having our thing, and this guy walks up, and he's obviously really, really intoxicated. And he comes up, and he goes, "What's your names, beautiful?" And it was me and my two friends. And he asked us our names. And, of course, I think of the first thing that pops into my head. Gertrude, right? Every normal person thinks of Gertrude when someone asks them their name and they don't want to say their real name. So, then he also asks us to sign his arm. He pulls a Sharpie out of his flannel shirt. I love flannel, not hating on flannel. And so, I sign his arm, Gertrude, and there's like maybe 6 other girls' signatures on his arm. Pulls his sleeve down. And he starts ranking us from who's hottest to who's not. That's my dog. She's pretty awesome, Ruka. He starts ranking us from who's hot to who's not. 3 girls. Don't do that. Bad idea no matter what. So, he starts ranking us. I get ranked 3rd. Not hot. I'm the least hot in the group. Thank you, dickwad. You just ruined my day. And so, me being the nice, supportive person I am, I tried to be the bigger person. So, I instantly do what I do best. Switch subject when I get uncomfortable. And so I'm like, okay, you know my name. What's your name? He goes, Waterboy. And I said, Waterboy? So I kind of looked at him and I was being nice. And I said, oh, is that your last name? He got really, really mad at me. And he told me, no, that was my nickname. He's like, I was in the Navy for 4 years. Really, motherfucker? Waterboy. Because you were in the Navy for 4 years. That makes sense. Why didn't I not think of that? He's probably one of my favorite people. I have had a lot of fun moments talking to Waterboy. He grew to be a little bit nicer to me. He still doesn't know that we've met multiple occasions. That's half the fun, though, of working downtown, where I do. There is this awesome little bar, little dive bar, and because of the recent smoking ban, you can't smoke in bars anymore. But I swear to God, this bar will reek of smoke for the next, 20 years. And just this little hole in the wall. But it's the best place to go. They, cheap beer, cheap drinks. They make them strong. We went in there the other day, and there was hardly anyone in there. We ended up playing quarters with people we met from out of town. We just started playing quarters in the middle of the bar. It was amazing. But then other times it's so packed you can't even walk around. There's people trying to throw darts, so you're scared you're gonna get one in like your jugular and pass out. But yeah, no, cool place to go. I don't know if I'm allowed to release names, but I guess I can just say it's called the Brass Rail. Yeah. So I guess that's about all I have for rambling right now. Maybe I'll have more later. But for anyone who watched this and put up with all my rambling bullshit, bouncing off the walls nonsense, thank you. And maybe you'll tune in again.